Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today, I've got some brand new information to share with y'all about Season 2 Reloaded and all the major changes coming with this update to core gameplay, to Rebirth, and then to just the quality of life and the gameplay experience as well. I was actually able to sit down and talk with some of the Raven devs alongside a handful of other creators last week and get some exclusive information on Season 2 Reloaded. As we go over it all today, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. Really does help grow the channel. And if you're new here or if you have not already subscribed, every day I got you covered with all things going on in COD, news, updates, loadouts, tips. You're gonna find it all right here. So feel free to hit that sub button and turn on those post notifications. So I've got a pretty long list of notes here that we're gonna run down, talking about everything you need to know about this update and a slight amount of information on the Season 3 update as well. I do want to give a big thank you to Raven and Activision for allowing me to actually sit in on this conversation and hear what's coming with the new Season 2 Reloaded update. But let's talk first about a few things that we're not going to hear anything about with the Season 2 Reloaded update. I know that sounds weird, but they are pretty big things. Footstep audio, aim assist changes, then also 120 hertz on Xbox. All of these things are being investigated by Raven and their partners, but there's no, big announcements or news on this stuff yet. They're hoping that closer to Season 3, they can share some more official stuff, but as of right now, they're looking into adjusting the footstep audio and just game audio in general. There could be potentially some changes to aim assist in the future, and they are still waiting on Microsoft for the whole 120 hertz update for Xbox. So just a quick little update on some of that stuff. Probably closer to Season 3, we should get some more info on that. But that out of the way, let's talk Season 2 Reloaded. First, we'll focus on core gameplay here. It is official. They are bringing that extra 50 health from Vanguard Royale into core Battle Royale so that your health in normal BR is now going to be 300 when you are fully plated. However, this change is not coming over to Rebirth. Rebirth is going to stay at the max of 250 for the time being, and it is going to depend on, the community's reception to having 300 health in general on Caldera to see if that's something they are interested in changing on Rebirth as well. Personally, I'm very excited for this. Obviously, it's going to slow down the TTK a lot, and this is going to drastically change the meta. We'll talk more on that in a separate video probably later on this week. They are also going to be making some changes to the Nebula rounds. They didn't go into full detail on what exactly that would be. They're also changing the gas mask behavior for Nebula rounds because it is different when you're getting, affected by the Nebula round gas versus the normal gas in games. So they are going to make some slight changes to the mask for that. A huge update with the gas mask that has been a long time coming. The mask is no longer going to interrupt you when you're trying to parachute or jump off of buildings or mountains, whatever it may be. However, that's not a change that's coming right at launch with Season 2 Reloaded. That'll be happening sometime later on in Season 2.5, as they called it. So in a couple of weeks time, we should see that change go into effect, which is huge. I know I've seen plenty of comments from players saying, I tried to jump off of the top of Capitol and parachute away, and then the mask interrupted me and I fell to my death. Now, I, for one, totally am not prone to fall damage. I've never died to fall damage in my life. There's no visual evidence that that's ever happened. So I wouldn't know about this one personally, but I know it is a big issue, and I'm glad that that is finally being adjusted. They are also going to be reducing the amount of armored convoys you find on the map. They are going to stay there so you can get that prime loot, but there's not going to be as many roaming around Caldera. Then also, they are merging Vanguard Royale and Battle Royale into one singular playlist. We're not going to have the two split every single week. And now, all throughout the end of Season 2 until Season 3 launches, we are going to have normal Battle Royale where you can use any game's weapons, Cold War, Modern Warfare, or Vanguard, every single week. Solos, duos, trios, and quads every week leading up to Season 3. Also pretty cool news there. Now let's talk Rebirth. There are a lot of very exciting changes coming to Rebirth with Season 2 Reloaded. First up for Rebirth Reinforced, obviously, we're going to see those big changes to the security area. It's now going to be renamed to Stronghold, and this is going to be a brand new, much more scaled up area that has a lot more potential for better loot, better gunfights, more cover, all sorts of stuff like that. That's going to be a major change on the map. We're also going to see various other POIs adjusted. There's going to be the new boats that are docked near the Nova building or the docks area, then also on the other side of the map as well over towards like Control Center and whatnot. So there will be some map changes that we obviously saw teased last week. Also, something that I am very excited for, redeploy balloons are coming to Rebirth. So now the Rebirth gameplay gets even faster. You'll be able to maneuver around the map in more ways than just, you know, trying to rotate around the sides or through the middle, jumping off of buildings. The redeploy balloons are making their way to the island, so that should be super cool as well. I'm very, very excited for that change. Another really interesting change with Rebirth here is the addition of communication towers or comms towers, which are going to act essentially as a single UAV ping. You can pay $1,500 and actually get one UAV ping on the map, which will obviously show any players that are not ghosted. So that's going to add in a way that you can get some information at a much cheaper price than buying a full-on UAV, but you're not going to get, you know, a 40-second UAV. You're going to get one single sweep of the map with that radar ping, and then you'll be able to go from there. So that's a pretty cool addition as well. They're also adding in something called the weapon trading station, which allows you to pay with your weapon to get things back instead of with your cash flows. So this is going to be based on your weapon's rarity. You can throw in a blue rarity gun and get an item that's back in blue rarity. You could throw in a legendary gun and get a gas mask in return, you know, gold for gold. So you're going to be able to get certain items like that out of this by trading in your weapon, which is honestly pretty cool. And this actually honors the fire sale as well. So during the fire sale period, you can trade in, you know, a blue tier weapon and get something better than just a blue tier. So it's going to decrease the cost of what your rarity is to get something rarer out of that, if that makes any sense. Pretty cool mechanic there that honestly is going to spice things up as well. They're also adding plenty of new Rebirth based playlists over the course of Season 2 Reloaded leading up to Season 3. This isn't all going to happen, you know, right away on week 1, but we're going to see blood money come over to Rebirth. So we're finally going to have plunder on Rebirth, which I think is going to be super cool. Players have been asking for that for quite some time. They're also going to introduce payload on Rebirth as well, where you obviously have like the one sole truck that you want to, you know, navigate around the map, and the winning team is the team that gets the truck to the other team's base and whatnot. We had that back on Verdansk, and I'm not sure if we've had that in Caldera yet. And another very cool development, Resurgence solos is coming to the game. Now you might ask, how is that going to work? If you don't have teammates up for Resurgence, how would you gain a life back? Well, this is how they're going to approach it. If you land, you need to survive for 30 seconds. And if you do survive for that 30 seconds, you gain a life. If you don't, and you die, that's GG, game over. You're gonna have to redeploy into a new game. But if you land, stay alive for those 30 seconds, get that extra life, and then die, you'll come back, you'll need to land again for those 30 seconds, stay alive, you'll get another life, all the way until Resurgence is no longer active. So that'll be very fun to try out as well. We're also going to see some Rebirth reinforced challenges and community events, which is gonna be pretty cool. I'm sure we'll get more info on that, you know, once the update is actually out. Now we move on to some of the QOL updates, or the quality of life updates. There are a couple of these we've actually talked about in the past because they revealed some of these changes back when I got to talk to the devs prior to Season 2 dropping, but you are going to be able to now drop your gas masks if you want. If you want to make the hero play for your teammates and let them take the gas mask, you can do that now. You're going to be able to pick up armor plates out of a satchel that you find on the ground when you're already carrying an armor satchel. So if you have 3 plates in your satchel and you find a fresh one on the ground, you can take 5 out of that one from the ground and have 8 plates in yours now. So that's a pretty cool update. You'll also be able to choose your revived state, so you can get revived and stay crouched, or you can get revived and stay prone. Totally up to you, and allows for better coverage when you're getting revived if you want to stay hidden and heal up. On top of that, they're going to make it so contracts appear on the TAC map while you have a contract active, so you can just plan better for, okay, we have this bounty live now, we can go to this one that's up to our left here after we either kill this bounty or it expires. You can just plan better because of that. They're also sort of doing some contract redistribution changes. They're actually removing the most wanted contract from the top secret contracts, so you'll never be able to get that out of that after Season 2 Reloaded, which has always been sort of a gamble. Hey, we could get a scavenger out of this top secret. We also might become most wanted, so they're not going to make that be a thing anymore. They thought it was a bit too punishing. Another huge update that you guys probably saw in the thumbnail, portable buy stations are coming to the game during Season 2 Reloaded, which is going to be very, very cool. This is going to allow you to actually basically find what is essentially a loadout drop marker, but it's going to be for a buy station. You can call that in, and a buy station will drop on your location, and you can use this whenever in the game. So, you know, those late game circles on the edge of peak where there might not be a buy station in play, you could throw that down, get a buy station, and buy your teammates back, or make that hero play for a UAV, whatever the case may be. That is going to be very cool. They are going to show up on the TAC map differently than normal buy stations when you throw them in, so other players will be able to see those. I'm not sure, they didn't fully clarify if other players, if other teams will be able to use your portable buy station. We'll have to wait and see on that. They didn't give the exact specifics, but having that in general, I feel like is going to be very, very cool, because that really does, change situations where you might not have a buy-in play towards the end of a game, and that can really save the match for you. And then finally, for the quality of life updates, they are going to adjust the parachutes. They know about the speeds not being accurate, right? But they're also going to allow you to cut your parachute closer to the ground, which is great news yet again. That's been a big nuisance for me personally over the past couple of weeks, is being 3 feet above the ground and not being able to cut your chute, and you're just slow falling, and any enemy can just fry you because you can't defend yourself because you can't cut your chute. So they are actually going to fix that. And then just to close things out real quick for this video, we did see a couple of previews for some season 3 changes. They did say that season 3 is going to be the biggest season. I'm not sure if they meant yet or in general for the whole Vanguard and Warzone content year that we're gonna have here, obviously before MW2, but they were gassing up season 3. We should see some pretty substantial changes then. Also, there's gonna be one UI update for season 3 where you can actually activate your XP tokens in game rather than just on the menu. So if you jump into some plunder and you forgot to put on your double XP, you can just go to the menu in game after season 3 launches and activate it from there. So that's a pretty cool update. Other than that, we didn't really see too many things announced for season 3. Hopefully, we'll see some more info revealed in a couple of weeks once we're actually closer to that, launching and being revealed. But Season 2 Reloaded, a lot of very promising updates between core gameplay with the extra health. Obviously, Rebirth is getting some major changes, and the quality of life and gameplay experience is also seeing several updates as well. That is effectively everything I learned from speaking with some of the Warzone developers, and that's going to wrap things up for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know by dropping a like on it. Would be seriously appreciated. And if you're new here, or if you have not already subscribed, every day I got you covered with all things going on in the world of Call of Duty. News, updates, loadouts, tips, you're going to find it all right here. So be sure to hit that sub button, turn on those post notifications. That way you'll always know whenever I post a new video. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.